So, good day, everyone. My name is Vivian Chinelo Eseudo from the Lightish. 1 minute, please. So sorry, I had an interruption. Sorry. My name is Vivian Chinelo Eseudo from the Hochschule for Telecommunication, Leipzig, Germany. So here. We were 4 initially, but at the moment the colleagues are not there for one thing or the other. I don't know. So I'm just standing alone. We have as our topic says, collaborative mobility. So what does this mean? This means we look forward into the future for how we can have a solution of a transportation system, knowing that in some cases some people don't meet up their time schedules. So we decide to get a name called Savers, which means the shared rented services. What does this really mean? So as many people would prefer their own freedom, moving from one place to another without restriction of time schedules or for the city bus, we introduced this solution called the shared vehicle rental service servers. So what does this actually do, or what does it mean? The concept of this is a rented service application for shared vehicle, which means that owners of private car owners can rent their vehicle for others to use, while the users get the best benefits from the private transportation, knowing that it might also be almost the same cost using the public transportation. So why then do one need to get a vehicle from the car rented shop? So this application gives an opportunity, especially for those who would want to use public transportation but do not have the opportunity to. Our solution works towards decreasing the number of the public vehicles by sharing their own already existing vehicles. So it almost provides environmental friendly vehicle for other individual daily needs. The application works with a tool between the renters and the users. The renters, of course, the private renters might get extra possibility to earn extra money from the used vehicle through the customer's consumption. Anyways, what else would be better earning good money for what you will spend otherwise? So our application to bring this to the clients is to find, as we make a stable where it brings a kind of a way whereby the clients will use the best opportunity to get their if it doesn't matter where they want to go, where they want to go to. For the savers to rent their vehicles, not only that the savers provide rented services, but also provide information within the application. Savers work together with the global destination, which means it has an app that shows local sites, stores, interesting areas, and destination. Using Savers app, ensure one the best trip in town. So we have two different modes. We have provided 2 different modes: traveling and everyday modes. Traveling mode gives information for the surrounding, which is optional for the customers, while everyday mode is designed to be a functional possibility for the customers' day-to-day activity, everyday needs. So now the functionality, how does this function? One may ask, how does this function? Well, Savers application works for the customers. They must communicate through the cloud medium, that is by downloading the app either through using Android or Apple. This one should rather for the renters or the customers, to use the Savers application, it's based on the previous slide. Both parties must have an access to communicate, which means they must download the app on their mobile devices, any which of the mobile devices, laptops, handies, and so. Why should someone choose our communication or our solution rather than the normal or the other transportation medium? Our solution gives the people the best opportunity to choose where, with who, and with whatever stable for them, the time, the comfort, whoever they want to travel to, and whatever, knowing that we have this pandemic. So I think it could be the best solution. For instance, let's imagine that this bus here, we want an example. Like yesterday, I had an appointment with my professor. So because of the time constraint of the transport vehicle, the bus, it was supposed to come a little bit earlier, but it came late, or it failed. So it made me not to get to my appointment quickly. So therefore, with our solution, I think it could be the best solution for some situations. So therefore, how is it logical? How is it ecological? To prove this, the people somebody or the user that previously used a suitable way of may choose our solution, because it can be an electronic car, as long as and they can hold it as long as they want. This solution is not time constrained. Not only that the renters can benefit from this app, but the customers can also save time and money to get to their need and their destination. In fact, if a public transportation would be as being shown in the previous slide, will be replaced with this, I think it could be a very good example of it could be more ecological. Savers is also in a best the Savers application view. It's in the best way. It shows the engine power vehicle, but also the best solution that the users can easily, for their daily activity or their daily movement. It is up to the renters to decide what vehicle they would want to rent. It can be a sports car, motorbike, family SUV, even a Skyjet. Since our solution, it has a green available app, which makes it more comfortable and wonderful possibilities to attract more customers. So how does this come to the cloud? As long as the Savers is working as a promoter for a green vehicle and easy way to drive around, by creating large international customer base, the management can actually influence it in the vehicle type. So to get this increased revenue from our app, the idea is to get the innovation mobility landscape based on too many means of transportation. Savers collaborate or communicate with their customers through their private devices by getting them to human mind. So here the result or the idea is based on knowing that no one can anticipate or actually say virtually what may happen in the future. Savers is being designed for everyone, not just for the movement, but solution that users application to get more income through the through mobility sharing. So far, as the world we are today, say with the pandemic situation and so for the past months, Saver solution could be a better solution. So when thinking about the future, we think of our personal interest or the interest of our customer also, like the health, the relationship, the self-expression, and so on. Not forgetting that the world is growing in population. When we think about collaborative mobility, we think about culture, which I think is the most powerful force that governs the world. With this fact, I will say for sure that several solution can be internationally based because of the world is going global and the different mixed intercultural minds. As we can see in the past in our online program, we have different people from different countries and cultures. Therefore, savers can be functional almost around the world, like Uber, especially where I came from Nigeria. It could be an opportunity for the owners of vehicle to rent their cars to get more income. Of course, both the renters and the customer must agree to our declaration. Thanks.